Greetings, fellow Earthlings. I'm Neil. So, if you're interested in writing, you can certainly check out some of the resources available online. So, for example, like blogs, you can basically just search on Google like some of the best writing blogs out there, and then there are various websites that have a list of all the blogs that the original author believe is a good something. So basically, you can see there are like 13 listings of different blogs. If you're interested, you can check out them. You can check them out. And then, of course, there are also literary reviews. For example, the Paris Review or the New Yorker book review or something like that. Basically, there are different book review magazines out there for the United States, for Britain, for Canada and Australia, as well as South Africa. So if you're interested, you can certainly check them out. Because sometimes they kind of have insights into how to get your writing on point or whatever, and also some of the latest trends or fashions or something like that. And it depends on what kinds of writing you're pursuing. Is it digital writing? You can check out Kindle, Kindle Fire or something like that. Basically online stores. And if you wanted to post your work chapter by chapter, you can check out Wattpad or web novels, all those kinds of continuous writing platforms. And you can also basically, if you want to pursue traditional publishing, you will have to know all about the publishing houses out there. The publishing houses in US, in the UK, in Canada or Australia or Singapore, if you're interested in publishing in those kind of places. And one of the great resources out there is definitely the writer's market. That's something you can check out for yourself. The book itself can be quite expensive, but you can definitely borrow it from your local library. Yeah, basically that's it. And then also there are various resources out there, so you can check out different podcasts on writing. There are a few great ones out there, and also there are other various courses on Coursera or Skillshare or Masterclass. And then this is the Masterclass application, and then you can go to here, and then you can see there is for categories it has one specifically for writing. And when you head there, you can see all, Neil Gaiman and all those famous authors, and their tutorials or their lessons on, and also James Patterson. They will teach you how to write, and also Dan Brown as well. Yeah. But of course, there are also various free resources out there on YouTube and other places. Basically, you can go to Reddit, the subreddit, writing subreddit. There are a lot of great resources out there as well. And then, if you want to write, there has to be a process of input and output. By input, which basically means that you have to read a lot of different content. And you have to also to analyze the other writers' works, what's their emphasis are, how did they depict an action scene or something like that. You have to analyze your the pioneers or the forebearers. And then there are also all those books out there, hundreds of thousands of books written about writing process, and how to write a damn good novel is one of the good ones. And sometimes when you have a good, a decent writing, a decent book about writing, they will give you a list of references, or at least a list of other books that the authors believe are great resources out there. So you can basically just head out and check those things out as well. Further reading and add more books to your reading list. And then if you know about a Goodreads, which is another great resource out there, you can just basically go there and see the comments made by other users, created by other users, and their ideas about which book works, which book probably doesn't fit what make the cut. So today the writing prompt that I had been thinking about is if you have ever been to an Asian electronics market, retail market, is it's most likely going to be in probably in India or in certain areas of Southeast Asian countries. There are these like a huge electronic retail markets. Basically, there are various stores that occupies the entire floor of an enormous shopping mall or something like that. And there are hundreds of thousands, like hundreds of little individual stores that sells like chips, like semiconductors, something like that. But because right now, there's like a huge demand and shortage of chips. So those kind of electronic markets, well, like because like semiconductors can be quite expensive. So those like low end retail stores, inside a electronics fair or flea market, they usually don't have those kinds of goods or brands for sale. They mostly have like probably like a replacement phone batteries or flash cards or something like that. So, and then basically I'm thinking like this setting is going to be involve those busy marketplaces out there. And then, but the thing is that because it is something that isn't very well known in the world, so probably not a lot of people is going to upload this one. But it is something quite fun to try out at least. And then a young man followed the various markers left behind by his gang. If you ever know about like the triads or whatever, they are like markers that leads their members to a certain location, something like that. It's basically like one of those like old tricks from the spy book or whatever. And then he squeezed into a dingy shop surrounded by enormous neon signs. I don't know what I wanted to go with there. Basically, I wanted to say that this store is not visible or like hidden by all the other stores that surrounds it. But maybe it's not the best description out there. And then basically he went into the store and then took out a phone from a dead drop. If you're interested in the Cold War era spies stuff, dead drop is basically like a place where you place some key documents or something like that, and then another agent or someone employed by the agent or a complete bypass or something will take the stuff away. And then the phone buzzed and on screen displayed the words "Game On." Basically, I'm thinking like this phone that he just got is basically going to be from one of the like top 1% hackers out there. And then so basically if someone wanted to or it doesn't necessarily have to go that way. So it's just something like that, it's like a fun or particular cool thought to entertain. But the thing is, a writing prompt like this, it might not get the most amount of uploads, or it might be deleted by the moderators. So it doesn't. So it's like a risk that you have to take. Okay, so I had written something, but I have to say, like, last night I pretty much like stayed up all night burning the midnight oil. So now then my thoughts are distorted and unjointed. It's just like a complete mess. So everything that I'm written, I can't make complete sense of it. So anyway, it's like writing is a practice. It's like that has to be maintained daily to reinforce this your neurological connections. And anyway, that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.